Welcome back to Studio 4, everyone. I'm joined by Chef Bud Andersen, and 4th of July is just around the corner, so you're going to be outside, you're going to be grilling, you want all the new recipes, and we have a good one for you today.
We do, and just so everybody knows, I know that Andy's messing around. It just, it makes me so mad, Maya.
Yeah.
We come every week, and where's he at? Always messing around.
I know.
Anyways, we're going to do a fun dish because we're doing some grilled corn, and then I've got a nice chicken. It's a chicken breast that we're going to heat or glaze with a firecracker sauce, okay? So the fun part about the firecracker sauce is it is basically sriracha, some garlic, a little bit of a lot of brown sugar, some Kikkoman soy sauce. All these things kind of work together to make this into a sauce that gives you a little bit of heat. And then we're going to top the corn with a honey butter we're going to put together, okay? Now, two things. First thing, do you grill corn?
No.
Do you like grilled corn? Have you had grilled corn? Now listen, we have learned during our time together that she doesn't do a lot of vegetables, okay? So I'm trying to get her to eat more vegetables.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
I have not liked grilled corn in the past, but your vegetables have not led me astray so far.
Yeah.
So I'm going to trust you on this.
Oh my gosh,
I'm going to trust you. We're building
the pressure
trust.
every week is so much with you. Okay.
You know.
But I wanted to go over this real quick because a lot of people grill corn a lot of different ways. So the first thing you got to do is, I'm a big blancher of vegetables. Put this in some boiling water for 10 minutes, pull it out. You can oil it, season it, and stick it on the grill. And then it'll kind of brown up like that. What you're looking for is some charring. It'll make it softer. I also want to tell you, anytime you grill anything like those vegetables or anything, you're always going to get a very increased flavor of the grill if you cool it down. Okay, so you could grill this off and then reheat is my point. All right, so I'm going to have you glaze the chicken with a bit of our sauce. Get that chard off there. And the sauce is really nice because you can hold, yeah, there you go. The sauce is really nice because it adds a element to the chicken that works really well with a grilled chicken. It's got a nice heat, sweet flavor to it, which is kind of what I like to do with things. And it also, because of the brown sugar element, it glazes on there very, very nicely. And that's a big thing whenever you're doing this. So I'm going to flip this over and have you do the other side.
Okay.
You want to make sure, like I said, that you get it hot so it glazes, or so it caramelizes is the word I was looking for. So try to stay directly out of the steam so you don't cough like Mari did. Remember, did you see it when she did it?
Yeah.
Were you in here laughing at her? I think you were.
Probably,
over
but
to the
we're
side.
Friends, though. We're friends.
Yeah, we can laugh at her. Yes,
we're friends.
I enjoy when she comes to do this, but don't. I mean, not as much when you.
No, it's okay. We need to get us like all three in here one day.
Yes, that'd be
fantastic.
That'd be fun. Okay, so now we're gonna do the butter. So you're gonna take a little bit of the honey.
Okay. And
just squirt some in there. Okay. And the butter, you can warm the butter up and get it where it's nice and soft, and just stir that in there. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Okay. Not a lot. Stir that up. And then just go ahead and put it over the top of your corn. Now you can do this on the grill while it's grilling, while it's cooking, whatever. The key to this is to make sure that you blanch this corn. So blanching is, in most cases, 3 minutes in the hot water and then 3 minutes in cold water. In this case, you're just going to blanch it for about 10 minutes and pull it out, okay? Now, one other thing, too, I want to point out, we're doing this in a pan. That's good. We're good. Okay. One other thing I want to point out real quick, look how nice that is. One thing I want to point out is we're doing this in a pan. So if you do this on the grill, I like what you can see that on that piece of corn. I like when some of the sauce gets on the corn. Yeah. I like whenever you're grilling something when you get all these kind of different flavors going on, okay? So, again, you can see how nicely that glazed up. Look at that. That's beautiful. Ooh. So when we come back, we'll plate this up and you'll see what you got for your 4th of July.
Yeah, looks good, tastes good. We're going to be back with more.
To it. And once you get the corn hot and you put the butter on, just let it melt down. That's fine. If you just put it over the top like that, that's great. Okay? And then on the chicken, we're just going to put a little bit more of the firecracker sauce on there because I think it's fun to have a little bit just streamed over the top. There you go. Okay. And then what we're going to do is on the chicken or on the corn, find yourself this is a McCormick cracked pepper and garlic blend that I use a lot. Just put some of that over the top of the corn, just to kind of give it a little bit of texture. It's kind of like when you get street corn and it has that flavor on it. And then always use, if you can, use some parsley on it just because it kind of gives it a fresh look.
I have a question.
Yes.
As someone who doesn't always like, the vegetables and the things that are green, what does parsley do?
Well, parsley adds a little bit of flavor, not a lot. A lot of times you'll see people use cilantro instead of parsley because that adds more flavor. But parsley adds a green freshness to it, like a color.
Yeah.
And people eat with their eyes. So if something's really dull, that's a really good question. If something's really dull, always throw a little bit of fresh parsley on it because it represents green, it represents fresh, and people get that. So
nice.
yeah.
I was always like, what's this?
Yeah, and people, I mean, it does have some flavor to it if you cut it up, especially, and let it set. But we use a lot of parsley. So, anyways, I hope everybody has a good 4th of July with their family gathering and just getting together. Try this recipe; it's a great idea. The firecracker sauce is a diver. I love the honey butter on the corn. But listen, make sure you gather with folks and celebrate our great country. That's a big thing.
Yeah. And I think one of the best parts is being around your family and friends, celebrating, and especially the food.
The good food. Good food at your table is very important.
Content segments during Studio 4 were paid for by Bestseller Publishing.